Well, Bennett Kessler filed this report. Faced with their own financially pinched service levels, top cops in Inyo and Mono counties seem doubtful that they can help Mammoth Lakes much with its severe manpower cuts in the police department. Now, Mammoth Police Chief Dan Watson and Mammoth Lieutenant John Mayer recently met with Bishop Police Chief Chris Carter and Undersheriffs Keith Cardhassel of Inyo and Ralph Obenberger of Mono to talk about possible help. Now, Chief Watson said they asked the officials about, quote, hiring their personnel to fill regular shifts in Mammoth when the police department can't because of shortages, end quote. Now, Chief Carter agreed that the chiefs and undersheriffs discussed if Mammoth Lakes Police could supplement their ranks by using officers from other departments and reimburse for overtime pay, workers' compensation, and other costs. And Chief Carter said, quote, every agency is short on personnel. I'm down 2 officers, even with 2 new ones coming on board. Other agencies expressed the same thing, Carter said. Now, ironically, former Mammoth police officer Ron Gladding, he just left the Mammoth PD and went to work for the Bishop Police Department on December 1st. Now, Inyo County Sheriff Bill Lutz said his Undersheriff Keith Hardcastle attended the meeting with Chief Watson, and Lutz said, quote, we listened to his requests. I sent him cost figures for off-duty personnel who would volunteer. But at this time, it is doubtful we could supply the number of personnel they need. Our priority is Inyo County, end quote. Now, Lutz said that on average, it would cost $70 an hour, including travel time, for one of his officers to work overtime in Mammoth. He said that the cost would also include 65 cents per mile, a per diem for food and lodging, as well as administrative fees. Now, when officers would have to testify in criminal cases, that would cost more overtime for the officers testifying and overtime for someone to fill in for that officer. Now, Obenberger said, quote, speaking from Mono County Sheriff's Office, but similar to Bishop PD and Inyo Sheriff, we are currently shorthanded regarding our staffing. We are down 3 to 4 deputies, with one of our deputies still in training with a training officer. With that said, we currently have a difficult time filling our own shifts with our personnel. I told Chief Watson that we currently do not have the manpower levels to assist MLPD with coverage relating to their daily shifts. We will, however, continue to assist with special events such as we have in the past, such as the Night of Lights or New Year's Eve. And as always, we'll respond immediately to assist their agency anytime there is an emergency situation occurring or if they ask for mutual aid for a large-scale event. And again, that was Ralph Obenberger. Now, Mammoth Police Chief Watson will report his findings to town officials later this month or next month, according to Administrative Services Director Mariana Marashiva Martinez. Well, Bennett Kessler filed this following report. They're still doing it. The Los Angeles Department of Water and Power has, for decades, used its land ownership to manipulate life in the Owens Valley. The latest DWP maneuver cancels leases for land under 3 of the Great Basin Air Pollution Control District Owens Dry Lake air monitors. LADWP doesn't like what the air monitors are showing. In the APCD board agenda packet for the next meeting is a letter sent to Director Ted Shady from DWP Director of Water Operations Marty Adams. And that letter says, quote, DWP will no longer allow the use of its land to support Great Basin's biased efforts to impose sole responsibility for controlling dust in the Owens Valley on it. End quote. Adams wants the removal of 3 air monitors from LA land at the dry lake. He says the monitors, quote, erroneously justify the issuance of numerous control orders, end quote. California Air Resources Board, in its recently issued decision, disagrees with DWP and upheld the APCD methods and monitoring as correct, and that DWP has to clean up more dust. Now, of course, LADWP is suing the State Air Board along with the EPA, the APCD, and State Lands Commission to get out of more dust cleanup. Now, in his report to the APCD board in the agenda packet, Director Shady says that the 3 air monitors are, quote, used by the district in the mandatory dust ID program, and they are included in the district's network monitoring plan, which is reviewed and approved by the U.S. EPA, end quote. Now, Shady reports to the local air board that if the district ultimately removes these monitors, it will run a network of portable monitors and or relocate the displaced monitors onto lands not owned by the LADWP. Well, let's get back to the Christmas holiday celebration in Mammoth Lakes. Cleland Hoff was on scene for Sierra Wave Media.
For children to shout, wake up, don't you know that it's time to come out? When Christmas Day is here, the most wonderful day of the year. Toys all are scattered on the floor. There's no room for more, and it's all because of Santa Claus. A scooter for Jimmy, a dolly for Sue, the kind that will eat and say, how do you do? When Christmas Day is here, the most wonderful day of the year. Christmas tree, oh Christmas tree, however green and branches. Christmas tree, oh Christmas tree, however green our branches. Not only green when summer's here, but also when it's cold and drear. Christmas tree, oh Christmas tree, however green and shady.
We thank Cleland Hoff for that. Some more from the Bishop Christmas Parade. I want to show you the top winners from the Bishop Christmas Parade. Getting these photos from the Bishop Area Chamber of Commerce. The most creative award went to the hula hula dancers. Most spirit award, hey, Bishop Youth Football, a lot of great kids there. The best theme award, well, I went to Bonnie and Tim Hollywood. The Mayor's Award, I went to the Inyo County Superintendent of Schools Free State Preschool, and the sweepstakes winner, hey, the Bishop PTO. So as we said, just a lot of great folks out there at the Bishop Christmas Parade.